Hello, welcome to Sarcastic IRL, and I have immediate regrets. What is a good starter for this? You know, I watched nearly every show that ever came out on Cartoon Network, but I think it's time I completed that list. Now, I was basically raised by Cartoon Network, that franchise that is now famous for being removed from existence because fuck Warner Brothers, but there are some shows that even I refused to watch. Till today. There are some shows that stick with you forever, and then there's some shows that you remember seeing trailers for and immediately noped the hell out of there. This is one of those shows. Secret Mountain Fort Awesome is... I have heard good things. I have heard people say, oh no, this is actually kind of a goated series. It was underrated, but I didn't watch it. I took one look at the art style and went, no, I would prefer characters that just aren't, that don't have their nipples out and are in underwear. That was a little much even for me when I was like, what, 13? But for completionism's sake, for the fact that, yeah, I probably should have given that show a chance, even though it was immediately canceled. And so I figured if I'm gonna start reacting to videos online, I might as well start with some of the things that I missed. And this is probably one of the bigger misses. As yeah, I saw a promo that was pretty much, no.
Nope.
Nope the fuck out. It's like I have no fancy way to do this other than, let's see if this is as bad as I remember, or if it's secretly amazing.
Don's a pizzeria. We want pizza.
Oh god. Immediately it's like, okay, I pulled these clips like, okay, I'm gonna watch this, but I've seeing all of the characters together, all of this, oh my god, like it is creative. I do think these are like, okay, these are kind of cool designs on their own. Well, you imagine this being like a kid's show, unless it's like a very specific niche of like gross out kids. This was too much of a sell even for me, so seeing it again, I'm like, no, yeah, I distinctly remember why I noped the fuck out. As yeah, we have the dying dog thing that's blue in the long ears. We have what looks like a giant live zit with hairy forearms. You have... I even know what the fuck the giant nose hairball is. That a man who just looks like he's made out of asses. The designs are kind of cool, but it's... oh, saying like, oh yeah, let's sit down and let your 5-year-olds watch. This is just a choice. You're either banking on like, okay, it's so wild and so silly, or it's like, people don't show up. And given how things turned out, they definitely didn't show up.
Send over the insane ultra deluxe, mega deluxe, super fantasy, turbocharged pizza. Those dirty liars said 30 minutes. Why do...
Fuck. Sorry. This is just a me thing. But there's this really funny bit that I fully agree with. Some point out that, yeah, okay, I don't know why, but the fact that he's not just in tiny whities, like that's bad. But the fact that he's also wearing shoes makes it like 100 times worse, and I can't explain why.
Humans hate us so much.
Well, come on, bro. You look at yourselves.
While we're banished underground, the humans get to eat pizza whenever...
Never mind, bro. No, seriously. These humans should not be judging right here. Oh my god. Bro, why is your nipples out covered with pizza? Well,
they want. Why can't we have pizza for breakfast, and pizza for lunch, and pizza for dinner? Fourth dinner, secret late night power lunch, followed by a sensible dessert.
Talking out his ass.
Pizza have to be the most hardest thing in the world.
No, great, they fuck with Reagan.
This is a place where it was easy. A place where pizza grows on trees.
I just invented a teleporter potty that'll take us to infinite places where anything is possible.
Okay, I'll be honest, I do fuck with how it's like, okay, first episode, immediate crazy. Anything is fully possible, and it's just like, okay, you're rolling with it. You have to roll with it, or else you will get thrown off the fucking cliff. I think it's also Doctor Who reference.
Is this magic land?
According to my calculations, we have crossed over the dimensional barrier and into one of countless parallel universes.
Any of you bros see any pizza trees?
This is gonna get my video demonetized.
We're totally psyched that you are...
Okay, I was gonna make a joke about how this movie predicted Sneaks, that somehow they're making a show where sneakers are alive, a full animated movie, but But let's not let that distract us from the fact that that's Peppermint Butler's voice actor, and I can't unhear it.
Where?
Rollerblade Alley.
You got any pizza trees in Rollerblade Alley?
Don't be silly.
Next dimension doesn't have pizza trees. I'm gonna...
What? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go boom boom. All done. Wait, I forgot to flush.
Alright, this is the show's sense of humor. Everyone's ugly, anything can happen, and yes, people did take these massive shits. Honestly, I respect them for taking a swing this big.
Okay, let's go home now.
Do you realize what you've done?
I went boom boom.
And now we're stuck in this dimension forever.
Really? Who's responsible for this?
Who do you think?
Why are you giving me all these shots? There's definitely an ass man on this crew.
Humans?
Is that your excuse for everything?
Oh, He-Man.
I am Helmet Head, Lord of this dominion and keeper of the sacred bowl.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't love the designs. I don't fully look at them yet. I'm still getting used to them. But there's always a great bit I've been noticing where you see the design, oh. Then they pull out to reveal the full thing. It's okay, that's actually gross, but actually kind of fun. It's the man in shoes. You think it's just on these, so he's also wearing shoes. And this tongue guy will be oh, giant tongue. Oh, he's standing on his But it is got okay, that's a good little, it got me.
Take tribe.
Oh, the guy's legs are also fully backwards too. I completely missed that.
Come on, don't leave me hanging.
Respect Helmet Lord.
Don't worry, guys. I'll think of a plan to get us out of here.
I can't stop looking at his nipples, and this show won't let me.
What do we do now?
That's where that guy reminds me of. The guy that's all black, fuzz, giant nose. He reminds me of where the wild things are. That's the vibe he's giving me. And okay, it's fucking driving me insane.
Whack dimension where monsters ruled over humans, but
his hair looks like it's armpit hair.
there's something I've been meaning to tell you. I'm really...
I wish that dude had any other color for his skin than normal color.
These kidney stones foretell of your arrival in our kingdom. A purple warrior who will defeat Helmet Head and reclaim the toilet of this land.
You don't know what pizza is? Come on, guys, let's get out of here. But.
Yeah, we get it. He's made out of butts.
But only so I can keep eating day-old half-eaten pizza out of dumpsters back in my own dimension!
Whoa.
Our fearless leader.
That guy who comes into my bedroom at night and stares at me.
That's so on brand. I know nothing about that guy, but that sounds completely exactly what he would do.
Have you taken care of business?
Yes, my lord.
Always with the ass
I had
shots.
the purple warrior for second dinner.
No way, Brose!
You! I suppose you've come to steal my toilet. From my toilet. So this.
If you're so tough...
I feel like the music is carrying them trying to do the awesome in Fort Mount Awesome.
Now then.
What? That is somehow the grossest thing I've seen in this entire episode. Ugh, that's his raw head, every piece is a pizza. Ugh. I don't know why, but that's the one thing to be oh no, that's, everything was it's passive gross. I was yeah, I can see why I didn't fuck with this as a kid, but that is the one thing I was ooh. Ugh, it's the fact that we can see the flesh, it's still, it's not green all the way up till the pizza. That's what throws oh, that looks like raw flesh. Which I assume is what the pepperoni is. Oh my god, this guy could be a Boggy character. Oh my god. And of course.
It's the toilet.
Why is there so many crotch and ass shots in this show?
After I hotwire this baby.
You have saved our people. Now get out of the way so we can tinkle.
You know they wanted to say piss, but they had to probably no, that's too strong. Say tinkle instead.
It's working.
Hey guys, don't leave without me! Vestro is alive.
We should not be ashamed of the male body in its many forms. Except maybe this one.
I found a pizza tree under Helmet Head's helmet that really wasn't a helmet, but a giant oven.
I almost feel like this show could have made it if there wasn't so much detail on like the body hair, the bumps. Like actually, that might have saved this show.
Guys, like we...
It also came out at a really bad time for cartoon. Like we can't understate how poorly the timing was for this series. Literally, they're like, okay, we're desperate for like our current audience. Oh, fuck it, we'll try a new audience. And it's like, no, they're trying to do both, and it just would not work.
1, 2.
Well, that was something. This is truly my first time ever seeing this show, like a full episode of it. I saw the commercials and I noped the fuck out of there. It is hard for me to like say like, oh my god, this is like bad or good. It is just, I feel like there's like an audience for this show. Like there's like a young group of kids who like could watch it. Oh, that's so funny. That's so cool. Like, oh, these like potty humor. Oh, it looks so creepy and weird. Like I remember what was like the Garbage Patch Kids was a thing, not the Cabbage Patch. Some disgusting card game that got like an awful movie. I remember watching someone review. Like there is definitely an audience for this show. I just think it never really found it when it originally came out. Like a big enough audience like to make it like the popular series that it is. I think personally watching it right now, it's like I like the energy. This is definitely giving back like throwbacks to Billy and Mandy, like the weirder stuff. But it's like it is missing the little bit of sauce. It is missing like, okay, there's some zest here, but like we need that thing to really take it over to make it great and distract me from the fact like, okay, we are really showing all the butts and all the body hair. And make it like, okay, like tie all the weirdness together. But hey, that's only episode 1. We gotta watch the next one just to see, okay, what else this monstrosity has to offer. Also, for those wondering, why am I using just like the worst quality footage? It's all I could find. Well, that and it feels like a show like this. The cop, the popo. Okay, well, I was about to say though before the cops just popped in to ruin everything. This is like a little bit like, it's random, it's fun. There's like, okay, nonsense going on, but I'm not sure it's like the right kind of nonsense. But again, I'm also old as shit, so who knows? This probably would have slain me 10 years back if I had fully given it a chance. Which I kind of regret. Except now I was watching way too much anime to be going back to Cartoon Network, unfortunately, in this particular time period. Maybe it's piracy. It was so much easier back then.
It's always the same with you disgustoids. If I have to come down here again and pump down your jams, you're all going to jail! Jail! Cops.
Those cops think they're so cool.
Yeah, with their billy clubs.
And their sweet stashes. Well, if we were cops,
Why'd the butt man say it like that? No, for real, why did he say it like that?
My nose detects something new that's delicious, so I must follow my nose wherever it goes, to the flavors of fruit.
Yeah, we wouldn't be such pooper scoopers.
Yeah, who am I? You disgustoids turn down those awesome jams and stop having fun.
well, I'll be a monkey's fart. We do look like officers of the law.
I love that it doesn't line up with the actual, like the lip flaps doesn't line up with the cop picture lip flaps.
Okay, ladies, before we pump up the jams, let's make sure these stashes work.
We're gonna beat the fuck out of those kids. He's gonna do it with them.
Rollerblade everywhere!
Yeah. Now looks like Clarence. I do fuck with the backgrounds of this show. These do look really good, I think.
All right, meat maggots, let's get stupid loud! But perhaps being cops is our big opportunity. And there's no better way to do that than by upholding the public service traditions of these United States of America.
He's gonna go beat the shit out of someone, isn't he?
I think you guys are misunderstanding your police duties.
What do you know about duties?
He's a fart! He knows all about duties!
Is he supposed to be a fart? Is that really what we're going with?
I don't get it.
Never mind, Slog. Duty is serious. Yeah, for the fart!
These guys have been illegally downloading cheeseburgers for 47 years now. It's up to you to stop them.
And what if we don't?
You're fired!
There's
Yeah.
something familiar about these underground criminals. What are all your assessments?
Can't hear you!
Well, I guess I'll have to do this all alone to save our jobs myself.
Also, I will say,
can do
I think I mentioned the one that looks like a Baki character. If this was an anime, I promise you, like Bobobo, this would have been an actual cult classic for years. People would have hyped this show. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. People would have said so much shit to defend this show, but because it's like, oh, a cartoon that came out on Cartoon Network is like, no, it was bad. We are never going to talk about it again. Till this exact moment. I think some guy reviewed it recently.
Stop right where you are, model scum. I'm an officer of the law, and this model is under arrest. Okay, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Tell me everything you know. Where are the cheese burglars, punk?
Hey, Fartman bro, we just downloaded a bunch of delicious cheeseburgers. You want one?
Not now, Festro. I'm working.
I thought this
That
is supposed to be the
must
smart one, yet he is dumb as the rest of them.
Guys, please, if you can help me catch these criminals, we'll be able to keep our jobs and finally live in harmony on the surface. Here, splash some water on your faces and
Gonna
wake
remove it,
up.
and they're gonna all look like they're wand posters.
The criminals have been you guys the whole
What?
time.
So what? You gonna arrest
Sorry, I
us?
thought we were gonna go for a bigger bit than like, oh no, it was them the whole time. Go a little bit bigger there, my guy. You fucking railed on them.
There, that wraps up the whole stinking gang of you.
Not really.
Yeah, you're one of us too. You're just hiding behind that sweet stash. Don't you?
They're saying something political. Kind of.
It feels so real. How can I be a cop and a criminal at the same time?
I hate that I actually like him better with the mustache. Well,
You're
lets me
going
just
to jail,
pretend
punk.
that
No way, copper.
the lower butt is just his pets.
Look out, we got a runner. Freeze, dirtbag.
Get him, real fart.
Show's also giving Ren and Stimpy.
Thanks a lot, bro.
Look on the bright side. At least we get to live in harmony with the humans.
God, that is such a fitting end for this show, like its first real episode. Okay, so that was the first real episode of Secret Mountain 4 Awesome. It's like almost really good to me, but it's just saying I was like, it is like always like on the cusp of being something about me caring, but it's like, all I can see is the weird ass art style, the humor that I'm like, almost like, then it's like, oh, it just ends up being okay. I do hate having like the snob opinion because this is something that I almost made a video on, but Kev from the Roundtable kind of beat me to it, where adult animation, it is a thing where people enjoy it, if it looks a certain kind of way. If it's more weird or normal looking, it doesn't get really the same amount of traction. Because pretty privilege is real in cartoons. And this show definitely didn't have it. Say what you want, like, oh, are the designs good or not? It is meant to be ugly. It's meant to be a little bit off-putting. And I appreciate the attempts to be weird. But there is a point also where I'm like, too ugly. And I kind of hate that about myself, that I'm also judging the fuck out of it. But I think it is interesting. I'm definitely down to watch more episodes of this just to get like a better vibe to see where it goes from here. I think this only got like around 2 seasons, but I'm not fully sure if it's for me yet. I can definitely see this being like a good background-ish show to like have on, appreciate 1 or 2 gags, but this is not something like, oh my god, I need. It's okay. I appreciate what it's going for, even if I don't enjoy the visuals. But it is that, like, okay, this is a show that didn't get an audience when it took such a big swing. I don't think it's trying too hard per se, but it's like, for what it's going for, it just did not find the audience that it needed to keep on going. Which is sad, but that's the business, unfortunately. Art has to make money, and if it doesn't, you get fucking destroyed. That is the long and short of it. On this show like The Venture Brothers, where you inexplicably just get to go on forever until new management fucks you. God, I need to rewatch The Venture Brothers. I could react to that, but I would have to skip all of season 1 because it has aged the worst in nearly every regard, but it is also a show that good start, gets better every single season, which is a chance this show did not get. Secret Mountain for Awesome is a time. I feel like I enjoy it as this piece of history that it's there. This was all a choice. They were going for something here and it didn't land as well as people had hoped. But I can still kinda see the vision, which is more than I can say for the next show I'm going to talk about, where I don't know what the fuck they were thinking putting this show on just Cartoon Network. How was this not on Adult Swim?
Stop mumbling about pizza!